The trading card game scene has been in a pretty bad place over the past few years, and I've talked about the insanity in the Magic the Gathering space with content like the new Lord of the Rings set that focuses on a modern take on Tolkien, and how the game has just been torn apart by social justice warriors, and now a Pokemon player has been disqualified from a regional simply for nervously laughing after being asked his preferred pronouns. I have a few different things to show off, but before we get into the topic, if you enjoy the content that I create, please make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. Follow me on social media like Twitter or mine so that you can see when my content is posted. And of course, if you do really enjoy the videos and the live streams that I create, please consider becoming a Dark Titan via Patreon or a supporter via YouTube memberships. So I wanted to start off with a few different posts. The first one is by Dexerto. It says a Pokemon TCG player claims he was disqualified from the Charlotte Pokemon Regional after nervously laughing while giving his preferred pronoun. So right off the bat, there's the problem. He was laughing after someone asked him his own preferred pronouns. Now, if you want to specify your preferred pronouns to somebody, that's perfectly fine. I personally am not going to walk up to someone and be like, "What are your pronouns?" It just isn't what I do. But if you want somebody to call you something specific, okay. But in this case, it was his own pronouns. He wasn't laughing at someone who said, "Oh, hey, mine," or "they, them, can you refer to me as that?" No, it wasn't that situation. In a twit longer, he revealed that his weekend turned to tears as he lost out on $800, 2 flights, and time off school, all before he could even make a move. So this is someone who wanted to become a professional in the Pokemon scene. He spent well over $1,000 on flights and products like his deck, and he spent a lot of time to get there. That is dedication, and he didn't even get to play a single game because this happened right before his first match. According to him, when asked for his preferred pronouns, he replied with he or him before nervously laughing, in which the judge said, "I go by they, them, so don't be a jerk about it." This is a massive problem, okay? The judge was being the jerk, not the player, yet the player gets punished. This is so freaking dumb. This is the world that we live in. We are not talking about an online situation where someone's bio says their pronouns. We are talking about the real world. People make mistakes. Should they be punished over that? No. The kid was just nervous about being asked his pronouns, because how many times in real life are we really asking people what their preferred pronouns are? Is it okay for a judge to bully someone simply for going by he/him pronouns now? Because it's like this judge was angry that that was his response, that he didn't have a better, more, inclusive or modern take. "Oh, I go by he, him. Oh, well, I'm they, them, so don't be a jerk." He wasn't being a jerk. You were being the jerk. Again, this is ridiculous because asking someone their pronouns should not be a requirement at an event. If someone volunteers them, that's okay. I accept that. But requiring everyone to include them is absurd. Shortly into their match, Tran, which is the individual who got disqualified, and Schmansky, which was his opponent, were pulled off stage by the head judge and told that another match would be streamed instead. And this is also another big point to this. Their match was supposed to be live streamed. So not only were they playing in this regional, but they were also going to be on the official Pokemon channel. So that is pretty big for someone who is an up-and-coming professional. Getting your name out there is a major part of that. It's like marketing yourself. And unfortunately, just because they answered this pronoun question and laughed a little bit nervously, okay, they got disqualified. Absolutely clown world situation. And briefly after the DQ, people actually started a GoFundMe to help him cover his regional expenses. And luckily, that has surpassed the goal, which is awesome to see. People are really supporting him. But people are also extremely furious at this judge and just how ridiculous this situation is. Here in this Fox News article, they also talk a bit more about his statement. On our way over to the stream area, the judge asked us for our preferred pronouns. I said, here, him, and I paused trying to think of the third pronoun, being his, and I just stood there looking stupid trying to think of the third pronoun. I felt embarrassed because I was failing to think of a simple word. Due to the nerves and me being embarrassed, I let out a little laugh just as a normal nervous laugh, and my response together ended up being he or him or a his, ha. This should not have been a problem. Just going to a local game store and playing with people you don't know can be very nerve-wracking for people. Never mind being at a regional, being around hundreds to thousands of people, getting prepared to have your match live streamed on official channels. I mean, of course you're going to be nervous. This person should not have been punished for being anxious and nervous, and this just shows the type of people that are working these events. This person was so offended that he laughed at his own pronouns. They got him disqualified, because it's not like a player got him disqualified. This judge did. He said after being asked by the head judge about the situation, this is where it really escalated. He told me that he was sorry and that it sucked, but I was disqualified due to Pokemon's policy. At this point, I'm on the verge of tears, but I tried my best to keep my composure. This is just such a sad situation, because he did not deserve to be disqualified. I am personally sick of this world that we live in, where you can get amazing opportunities taken away from you for simply not gendering yourself properly or pausing to even think about your own gender. A lot of people don't sit here and go, what are my preferred pronouns? What gender am I? Am I something different than what I've been told my whole life? Most people do not go through that. At the end of the day, it is really sad that this player got this great opportunity taken away from him, but at the same time, people did raise quite a lot of money for him. They had a $1,500 goal. It surpassed $2,600, so it did make up for the shitty experience and all of the traveling costs that he did, rack up, because it is very expensive to travel. But I really hope that this judge never works an event again. If they are going to make people feel uncomfortable and bully people out of events, they don't deserve to work in a job like this. But that's all that I really had to discuss in this video. Let everyone know your thoughts in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed this and of course found it important and informative, please make sure to give it a like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And of course, if you didn't, make sure to give it a dislike. I appreciate your support either way, but I will talk to you all again in the next video really soon.